Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing great. My name is George, and this is the public Sitrep where we need to check what happened over the last week on the most important charts that we trade. We are trading Bitcoin, we are trading gold, we are trading euro, and some other assets. But for the moment and for the purpose of this stream, I would focus on Bitcoin, gold, and euro USD. Obviously, Bitcoin is the hottest asset right now, very, very close to making a new high, for the moment creating kind of a double top in this area. So obviously, we need to see what happened in this area, how the price moved to that, to where it is right now, creating this local double top, learn from that experience, and most important, we need to find a trading plan to find the most important levels to the upside, to the downside, and what would be the best approach to trade this kind of situation. Like I said, the Bitcoin chart is the hottest chart right now, and probably, this is the questions that's on everyone's mind. What would be the next important move for Bitcoin? Would be to the upside or to the downside? So that's what I will try to solve, to give my opinion on this stream. Gold, very, very interesting levels, very good volatility, everything is still here. So this asset is it's a very, very, very good asset to scalp and day trade. And like I said, lately I'm quite into it, right? And also euro USD, very nice volatility, very nice asset. We had a swing failure pattern here, the price taking the liquidity. Now the price is trying to do stuff, so we need to check what are the next important levels to the upside and to the downside. Okay, let's see how is the stream. Everything looks good on my side. We do have people in the chat. Graham, Crepton Cruz, Chaba, Outrix, Arnold. Good morning, everyone. Sound is good. Thank you for that confirmation. And before we get to the charts, I just want to say Happy New Year to all the Asian brothers, like we like to call, for the people that are celebrating the Chinese New Year's Eve, right? So I want to say, like I said, a Happy New Year. And also we need to understand that we do not have, I'm not sure if NY Open will be open today. So we need to take that into consideration. And also because we are here, if you like what you see and you like to support this project, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share the videos. It will not cost you anything, but it will help us to move forward with this project. That being said, let's move to the charts, right? Bitcoin chart. And last stream, if I remember, last stream was somewhere in this area, right? Where the price was actually taking the lows, and I gave you, let me see, where do I have that level? This level. This is the SNR flip level, and it was the lower low from this section of the chart, from this range, and the price is still within this range, right? So at that point in time, I can't remember if that was a public stream or a stream from the premium members in Discord, but I was saying that this SNR flip level could potentially decide more downside, like way more downside towards the 30k area, or possibly a new high on the chart, right? As long as the price was below this level, I'm bearish, claim the level, and then my bias flips to bullish. And we all know what happened. This push to the upside, very nice push to the upside, very, very important living single prints. And I do think from that stream, that was, I can't remember, I think the stream was here, and the price was just consolidating within this area, right? And we've seen that consolidation going on for quite a bit of time, right? Quite a bit of time. And then we've got follow through also to the upside. And one thing that I mentioned here and also here, and this is the general rule about this, this is more into TPO, this is more into order flow, and you need access to an order flow software to get that information, right? But that would be the following. When you have an important level, and that level is acting as resistance. So for example here, resistance, 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 still resistance, right? So when you have an important level, that could be support or resistance, doesn't really matter. But when you have an important level and you see the price pushing through that level in this situation to the upside, leaving a single print, and you get continuation in market structure, and the single print is acting as support, you will get follow through. So there's no reason to keep shorting that trend. For a scalp, yes, totally different story. But other than that, that is strength, and one would expect follow through. So this happened here. And also this happened in this section of the chart where the price was stuck between, if I remember correctly, we had two weekly levels here. The price was stuck in between, then the price moved to the next important level to the upside. I'll show you that in a moment. And that was kind of resistance, once again resistance. And when the price pushed to the upside once again, guess what happened? Single print, back tested, holding as support, and then more upside is possible. More upside is possible, more upside is possible, right? So when you see something like this, and again, this goes for the upside and this goes for the downside. When you see the price claiming or losing a level, leaving a single print, you would expect some follow through. So that is something that could serve you very, very well in the future. Single print here, single print here. The price claiming important resistance, boom, to the upside, single print, more upside is possible. Price claiming important, not only important resistance, but important levels, level single prints to the upside, right? And since that moment, there was not too much to tell. There was not too much to tell about. Yes, we had some retracement, and I was very active. I've been trading quite a bit. I was scalping Bitcoin, and you know, so the day starts like this. Hey, the trend is still to the upside. No real reason to short. If you decide to short, keep it as a scalp with quick take profits. Move the stop loss at entry, and if you can find a long, let it run for as much as possible until we see a change in behavior, meaning change in market structure and the price losing some levels. And for the moment, that was not the situation, right? So yes, we had retracement. Yes, we had retracement, some retracement, but other than that, the price keeps making higher high, and higher high. So there's not much to add to this. So for the moment, I do not see weakness on this chart. So that is one thing to keep in mind. There is no weakness on this chart for the moment, right? Then let's move to the actual chart, and let's start with the high time frame levels. And first of all, that would be, I want to actually leave this level here. I would like to start with the high time frame range, right? High time frame range, and the price is once again to this very, very, very important area. And this is the point of control of this range, right? Somewhere around 47,200 area. Right? The first time the price tapped this level, rejection, another attempt, and then rejection, right? So the first rejection, and this is once again the general rule, first touch of a level, you can be more aggressive with your shorts in this situation because we were at resistance. Second time, we need to see what's going on. And if we look at the chart, you can see a different behavior, different pattern here, because technically we do not have a daily close above this level. Everything was below. So wicks to the upside, wicks, another big wick, and this time we have, yes, resistance, but the price kind of flipped this level from resistance to support, and we have 1, 2 daily candles above this level. We need to see what's going on with this one. Yes, one could say, hey, this was weekend, this was Chinese New Year's and stuff, so holiday, basically lower volume and something like this. I totally agree with that. However, this is the chart and this is the information that we need to use. So this is a slightly different behavior here. First time, clear rejection. Second time, we need to pay attention, right? So this is one level to take into consideration, and this acts very well as an SNR flip level. The same story here. This level was, you know, front run, small front run, but other than that, another small front run here. So in this entire section of the chart, this level acted as support, then it was lost, back tested, resistance, 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 claimed, and it is to the upside. Same story about this. Resistance, 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 and we've got the follow through. Great. And now this level is claimed. Claimed, back tested, up we go. Obviously, this is a high time frame level, and you know, this situation here doesn't really matter. For a high time frame level, I wouldn't think like to the upside or like, what's this, 47,222. I would give it 1% to the upside, to the downside. Really doesn't matter because it is a high time frame level. And for the moment, it is acting as support. As long as this level is acting as support, I would favor more upside. And if we take into consideration only this range, so this is the only levels that I do have on the chart, the next important level to the upside is value area high, somewhere around 55, 200, give or take. Again, I would think about this as an area, right? So only with this high time frame range, and I had this like forever on my chart, only with this, we do have some levels to work with. So how can we use this information? Very, very simple. Like I said, as long as the price is above this level and as long as this level is holding as support, I would favor more upside. And high time frame, like I said, 55K area. That would be the next important level, taking into consideration the value area of this range. The first sign of weakness, in my opinion, would be if the price manages to get acceptance below this level. At that point in time, that opens the possibility for more downside. And again, if we think about only about what's going on, only this range, the next important level to the downside should be value low, somewhere around 26,500 area. Obviously, and this applies to the upside to the downside. In between, point of control value are high, point of control value are low, we do have levels, right? And those levels could potentially provide a reaction, giving us the trading possibility. But overall, and on a high time frame, keep in mind this level, 42,200. As long as the price is above this level, and as long as this level is holding as support, more upside is possible. Lose this level, and that would be the first sign of weakness that we do have on the chart, and that potentially opens the possibility for more downside. Okay. So this is the high time frame level. Now let's move to the more local range, right? And that would be, let's see, this one. Great. So we do have the high time frame level, and that's pretty clear, right? Like I said, SNR flip level, point of control, above bullish, below bearish, opening the possibility for more downside or more upside. Doesn't mean that the price will go to a new higher high or a new lower low, but just to keep your bias in check, that is your SNR flip level, the point of control of the high time frame range, 47,200. Then we get back to this area, and this range, right? This range was a very, very, very good range to trade. I talked, and I always talk about the deviations from the range, deviations to the upside, to the downside, and usually they provide follow. Right? Same situation was here. Price was below this level, get acceptance, then get acceptance back into the value area of this range, and the next important to the level to the upside was the point of control. And at that point in time, so since my last stream 2 weeks ago, the point of control was actually here. So the price moved from value or low to the point of control. Then getting back here, we had some sort of consolidation, creating this high volume node. Obviously, the point of control moving just a bit lower because this is still a developing range, and depending on the volume traded at each level, these levels could actually move. That goes for the point of control, value are high, value are low, really depends on the situation. This is still a developing range, so we need to take that into consideration. So point of control was here, right? Consolidation to the upside, to the downside, to the upside, to the downside, this. And my updates in this situation were, this is a 50-50 situation, right? This is a 50-50. We do have a clear resistance to the upside, and that would be the value area high, and clear support to the downside, and that should be the value area low. Until we get clarity about this situation, scalps day trades. And also I'm not such a big fan of triangles, but from time to time I need to give this. So we had this, right? Some sort of a triangle here, and support, 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 and resistance, 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 and this, and the back test, and up we go. Obviously, for me, and the most important influence in this area, the most important level, right, was the point of control. But this, as a trading idea, fair enough, this could give you the edge when you're trading. And obviously, I mean, the triangle hit the target and and more. Okay, other than that, and now we need to enable the horizontals, right? So on my last public stream, the price was trapped here, and we had this weekly 41,580 and the upper weekly 42,302, right? So the price was trapped here, follow through to the point of control where it was at that point in time, and then consolidation, consolidation. But check this, we had a weekly, an upper weekly, an untapped weekly at that point in time, and this was a very, very small front run, 43,925. And guess what? This weekly 42,302, that was resistance, resistance, still resistance, claimed, and then it was flipped. Support, 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 support. You see this happening together with the triangle and everything. And when you see something like this, so the breakout here, creating single prints, there's no real reason to short. Or if you really want to get involved, because sometimes for some reason that's hard to explain, your fingers are doing something else that the brain are telling, if you decide to short in this area, although there was no reaction, no nothing, the price keeps pushing to the upside, single prints, nothing. Actually, the price was creating bullish CVD divergences at all the major levels to the upside. The price was creating bullish CVD divergence locally. So, but if you decide to short this area or this one, or I don't know, keep it as a scalp with tight invalidation. If you take a loss, you take a loss. This is part of the game. As long as the risk management is there, it is what it is. You just move to the next level. Live to fight another day, right? Okay, so this was very, very nice. And also we had a level here. We had a very, very, very nice daily. Actually, we had two dailies. We had two dailies in this area, but this is the upper one. And this daily gave some really, really nice trades, because if you see, this daily was resistance, 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 still resistance. So gave some really, really nice trades. But then again, when the price starts to push, creating single prints, there's not much to do. Just, ride the trend if you are in a long, or if you want to short, check the reaction, decide if there is a trade, if there is something for you. If not, just hold your positions, and wait for higher, where if you start to see a reaction, then you can get involved. Okay, so basically the price was claiming this area. I know this could be boring for some people, but you need to understand how the price moved to where it is right now and learn from this experience. This will create a trader. I will get to the area where, we do have some levels and to the trading plan, but this is the most important part in my opinion. This is the education. This is how you learn. And next time you see this kind of situation happening all over again, then you can remember what happened here, remember the single prints, remember the market structure, remember the uptrend, and then you can use that information hopefully to make some money, paper money, because obviously this is not financial advice, and we are here just paper trading all day long, all the charts, just paper trading. Just want to make that very, very clear. Then, so basically the price moved here, claiming this important area. Remember, if we hide this point of control, value are high, you can clearly see, boom, backtest, up we go, right? And then we had a couple of levels here in between. Again, I need to enable this because we had this monthly, and this monthly gave a reaction. I was there to trade it. This could be the top at that point in time, yes, but you would like to see weakness. Weakness comes from changing market structure and the price getting acceptance back into the value area of the range. That never happened. Never happened. So if it's not to the downside, then it must be the opposite, must be to the upside. So if you catch a scalp, something like that, great, make some money, or that the trend was still to the upside. The next day, again, the price hitting the yearly level, 46,190, very nice level to be taken into consideration. However, no real reaction. The price moved to the daily level, an untapped daily level, very close to the high, the last untapped horizontal level. Not much of a reaction, maybe for a scalp, something like this, but the price keeps pushing, creating bullish CVD divergences at each retracement. So definitely we need to pay attention. The price moved here, and then the price tapped the point of control. Very important high time frame levels, and the price moved here. So this was on Friday. On Friday, we had volatility like crazy. I mean, we had more than 6%. The price pushing to the upside, price pushing to the downside. So there are scalps to be taken, but overall, the trend was still to the upside, right? At least the daily close was below the high time frame point of control. And this is exactly what I'm telling here, exactly what I've posted in Discord. This is the SNR flip level. As long as the price is below this level, is to the downside, above is to the upside. Then the weekend, price starting to push, okay, it's weekend, lower volume, but still there's price action. Price pushing, basically creating yesterday a new high and a new high this morning at the daily open, right? Now, this is what happened, and I hope up to this point in time, we do have very clear levels, right? So if I hide the horizontals, we do have point of control of high time frame range. So as long as this level is support, I would favor more upside. And then we get back to this area, to the value area high of this range, 44,342. Again, think about it more like an area, not necessarily to the absolute dollar. So I would like to see, for more downside, I would like to see point of control of the high time frame lost, and then the price, if the price moves to this area, then and it gets acceptance back into the value of this range, then it's to the downside. But until that happens, I would have to favor more upside. Now we're starting with the trading plan. Now we do have a high time frame point of control. We do have this level, right, which is the high. So the latest high, 49,045. Great. One would say, why the price stopped here? Well, the price stopped here, at least in my opinion, because of this. This is a high time frame. We pull from the high to this lower low, and this is the local golden pocket, right? Great. So the price hitting here 618. One would expect a level. One would expect, a reaction, in my opinion, and then the price starts to lose level, lose the point of control, get an acceptance back into the value area of this range. Obviously, one would expect follow. The price stopped here. Then we back once again to this area. Now, this is the second touch of this level. So if the first touch, one could be just a bit more aggressive. At the second touch, one need to pay attention to what's going on, like I said, and just by looking without any kind of levels or anything. Look at this. No daily candle above this level, above the high time frame point of control. Now we already have 1, 2, and let's see what's happening today. So the behavior is a bit different, right? So as a trading plan, definitely this area, first of all, this is a good take profit if you're in a low. Could be take profit 1, could be take profit 2, could be take profit 3. I don't know. But this area is resistance. Resistance is resistance until proven otherwise. And this is a good take profit. Maybe also if you are in a long, and really doesn't matter, maybe you're in a long from here, best case scenario, great, congratulations, you made a lot of money, but you want to see that money in your bank. Put the piggy to the bank, right? Because until you actually see like realized P&L, realized profits, the rest, who's telling me that this from here cannot drop in the next 5 minutes to a new low? Obviously, that would be highly unexpected, but could happen, right? So first of all, take profit area. And now we need to see if this is a good short, because at resistance, the only trade that I would take would be a short or no trade. Again, we talk about swing trades here. We don't talk about scalps. Scalps, as long as you have levels to the upside, level to the downside, you can scalp longs, you can scalp shorts, whatever you want to do. Tight invalidation, more aggressive take profit, because those are scalps. But other than that, scalps, it's all good. To the upside, to the downside, long shorts, no problem there. But for a swing trade, the only swing trade that I would take in this area would be a short or no trade. Before we get to what actually do we have on the chart, we need to make like a trading plan, because for the moment, yes, we do have some rejection, but this is nothing. I mean, this is shallow. The price could make a new high in the next 5 minutes or push higher, another 5, 10%, whatever. So the first technical trade would be a swing failure pattern. So if we start to see the price taking this high, boom, let's say from here, taking this high, getting acceptance below, maybe a back test to get some confirmation. This is your trade, this is your short. And then what one would like to see? Well, one would like to see exactly this, the price starting to lose levels, getting acceptance below the point of control, 47,200, changing the market structure, continuation to the downside, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, price getting acceptance back into the value area of the range, and then continue with losing levels and to the downside. Basically, what the price did here. The price moves here, 618, then the price gets acceptance below this level, get acceptance back into the value area. Basically, this is exactly what I would like to see. Not too many backtests, but on low time frame, yes, we had backtests and we had levels to trade here. And actually, we've traded this. We've got this in a live trade session. Yes, I remember I shorted 47,700 or 800 area. So anyway, very, very good entry for that. And give me this again, and I'm more than happy to short. However, like I said, the story is not the same. This is the second touch of a level, right? But let's pay attention. First of all, swing failure pattern. Swing failure pattern, you see a swing failure pattern, you trade a swing failure pattern, you have an invalidation and possibilities for the price to move to the downside. Then, usually one would expect, if the price manages to take this high and no swing failure pattern, especially if we start to see a single print forming here and the price would actually make a new high claiming this level, if you start to see a single print, so same story we had here, same story we had in this area. If you start to see a single print, then it's to the upside. The next important level to the upside is actually this one, 0.65, right? Again, it is a high time frame level, and same story here. The price moved, let's measure how much was 1%, right? 0.69, very nice number, to the upside, right? But maybe the next time, the next important level to the upside is this one. The price could go 1% to the upside. Maybe we will see a small front run. This is the next important level to the upside, right? So maybe we see a reaction here. However, if that is the story, then this, the former high, needs to be lost, because this could potentially act as support. So we could see something like this. Let's say the price would do something like this, right? And this. As long as this level is support, one would see more upside. So we need to see this lost. Then we get back to the point of control here, right? Losing this level. We start to see this, and it's to the downside, right? So this is one of the scenarios. So the first scenario is swing failure pattern. The second scenario is 0.65 fib level on a high time frame. This is a level that I would take into consideration 100%. And that would be another scenario. Also, we do have a weekly level here, 50,776. This is an untapped weekly level, so very nice confluence for this area, right? So if the price moves here, 100%, I'm willing to take a short there. I check the reaction, and if I see exactly what I would like to see, if I see a reversal pattern, then one could trade a short at least to here. Get acceptance below this level and its point of control. Obviously, we need to take into consideration not so much this daily, but yearly, monthly, most important, value area high of this range, right? So that would be the next level to the upside, right? But very important, you need to see the rejection. You need to see the rejection, and then you want to see continuation in market structure. So bearish market structure, low, low, lower, high, low, low, lower, high. Price getting acceptance below this level, below the formal, well, actually it is the higher high, but in that scenario, that would be the formal higher high. Lose the point of control, and then it is to the downside. If no reaction to this weekly, then very, very simple. It's 0.71 fib level and the value area high. Because in between, we do not have too many levels. Maybe there are a few levels, but I would say we do have a bit of a gap here, right? So to the upside, to review this, to the upside, very, very simple. We could see a swing failure pattern, and that would be a very, very nice trade. Or most likely the price would push to this level, to this area. So 50, just above 50,000, right? And we need to check the reaction there, right? After that, 55.71, this area could be in order, right? So those are very, very simple, the levels to the upside. If, because we need to cover all scenarios. If value high would be claimed, then the possibilities for a new higher high on the chart are increasing a lot. What do we have in between? An untapped daily, a monthly, untapped monthly. So that's kind of the biggest resistance that we do have in that area, 61,421. Untapped weekly level here, 65,560, and then it's a new higher high, right? But we're not quite there yet. We're not quite there yet, and here at Safe House, we like to trade it level to level. So those would be the levels to the upside, right? Now, let's talk about what's going on right now on the chart. And for that, let's move to lower time frame, like 1 hour, right? 1 hour, I would like to see this. Okay, so what do we see? We start to see this situation here where the price once again took the high, not the high, but the local high. But this could be seen as a swing failure pattern. So like I said, on a high time frame, totally different story. For scalps and something like that, no, there's always a scalp. And don't get me wrong, this, I trade it as a swing failure pattern. That's more than 1% to the downside. More than 1%. I didn't go to this one because... And now we do have this situation where, as you can see, the price is creating an SNR flip level, meaning resistance, resistance, resistance. Price claims this resistance, and now it is support, support, support. Weak to the downside, it is support. So if the price manages to break this local support, which one could pull some fibs. Okay, let's pull some fibs from here. I was playing with some levels, right? This is kind of the golden pocket. If we pull it from here, then it's kind of the SNR flip level, but let's keep it from here. This is the golden pocket here. Let's see the order flow. So basically, as you can see, this single print filled, and now we need to see what's going on here, right? Let's move to this one, and let's see the order flow, right? So this does this VWAP. We do have VWAP, resistance, resistance, and now the price is trying to push here. Some bearish CVD divergences, very, very small, and most important, no bullish CVD divergences here. So no bullish CVD divergences forming in this area. Okay, that could potentially give me some ideas about what is going on. Because the other scenario that one would, I have to take it into consideration, that this could potentially be the top. Small front run, creating, like I said, this double top here locally, creating liquidity. The only thing, we all know this kind of double stops, double bottoms, sooner or later they will be taken. The price is always searching for liquidity. So that's why I don't really like this for a top. But I'm willing to work with this idea, especially if the price, let's delete this one because it's just locally, if the price manages to break this local SNR flip level, and then the price needs to get acceptance below the high time frame point of control. If the price will start to do something like this, maybe a bounce, lower low, lower high, starting to lose levels, then maybe this is the top for the moment, right? Maybe this is the top. That I cannot say for sure because I don't have confirmation for the moment. Like I said, the price creating a new high, right? This area is holding, so obviously I would favor more upside. If we start to see a change in market structure, if we start to see the price losing levels, then maybe this is the top, and we do have levels to a downside. Very, very important. If this one will be lost, yearly, monthly, and value are high. Those are the levels to the downside. If we start to see this scenario, then maybe this is the top. Other than that, I would really like to see at least a swing failure pattern, if not this area between 0.65, this weekly, this area, and then maybe we will see a bigger rejection there. It's not a bad idea to set an alert here, just in case of a swing failure pattern. Set an alert here, check the reaction, and decide if there is a trade for you or not. I guess there's not much to actually to add. Let's see, where is VWAP? VWAP here. So VWAP is resistance, okay, but that's for scalpers, for day traders. Other than that, for a swing trader, you'd like to see at least the price getting acceptance below this level. Then that would be some sort of confirmation. If you start to see backtest with bearish order flow, maybe that's the top, and you don't have to trade here. You can get a decent trade in this area, right? Because let's go here. Right, so let's say your trade is somewhere in this area, you have a stop loss above. This once again should open the possibility for at least value area high. Obviously, we do have this daily, the yearly, the monthly, but value area high, point of control, value area low, potentially this, potentially lower. And at this point in time, the RNR for that trade looks very, very, very good, right? Looks very, very, very good. Now, if we get a swing failure pattern, because that's why I like the swing failure pattern. So let's say you get a swing failure pattern and you get this kind of invalidation, then even if you trade to the high time frame point of control, you still get a very, very good RNR. Not to talk about value area high, point of control, value area low, a new lower low. So that's why I like the swing failure pattern, because with a swing failure pattern, you get a clear invalidation, a decent entry, and the possibilities for, in this situation, for more downside are the RNR for that trade would be great. So, like I said, I'm looking for a possible swing failure pattern. If not, weekly plus 65 fib level. If it is to the upside, then then I would expect 53 to 55. Literally, like the value high of the high time frame range, 55 area. Those are the levels to the upside. To the downside, let's say this is the top. Like, not my favorite scenario, but I have to take it into consideration. But for confirmation, I would like to see the level, the price losing levels, losing point of control, losing yearly, getting acceptance back into the value area, and then is to the downside. If the price, let's say, comes here and then a new high, then we need to check the levels to the upside. If the price does this and this and this and this and this and this, then maybe it's to the downside. So very, very important to keep your cool, risk management, check the reaction, you know, and let the market decide if this is the top, yes, no. Remember, the confirmation comes from changing market structure and losing levels. If you see that, then it's to the downside. And as long as the market structure continues lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, and losing levels in the process, then it's to the downside. If you start to see red flags, meaning the price starts to make higher, low, claiming levels, then that's a red flag, and possibly the price will push to the upside. And we've seen that quite a lot last week, because we had some shorts and the price was hitting take profit one, and then the price failing to make lower low, creating higher low, starting to claim level, red flag, you cut the trade, you trade along, and this is to the upside. It is very, very important to be flexible with your ideas, not flexible with your risk management. If you're flexible with your risk management, then maybe your account is in great danger. But nevertheless, this is Bitcoin. This is my opinion. We do have levels to the upside, levels to the downside. Could this be the top? Yes. Don't really like it. A swing failure pattern would be a better trade, or possibly this area, that would be a very, very nice trade, starting as a scalp day trade with the possibility to become something more if we start to lose levels and so on. And I explained the levels and the reaction that I want to see at each level. Confirmation, lose the high time frame point of control, and then we do have levels, and we can check the reaction and react accordingly at each level. I don't feel the necessity to add anything else. I'm sure there are other traders there. They have other technical analysis using different tools. So I don't think they are wrong. I don't think they are right. This is my opinion. Take this, check what the others had to say. If we are on the same page, great, that's confirmation. If we have different opinions, then that's okay too. And let the market decide, where it wants to go. It is important to know your levels. It is important to know your level. You see a reaction there, but you trade. No reaction, you wait for the next level to the upside or to the downside, and then you can check again the reaction and act accordingly. But yeah, like I said, this is there's not much to add to this situation. So let's see what this week has to say about this price action. I'm going to check if we have some questions. This is what we call a failed auction next week. When we close candle above a level and then crashes. So this is what we called failed auction next week. When we close candle above level, failed auctions are very nice. Failed auctions are very, very nice. Maybe there will not be a swing failure pattern. Maybe there will be a failed auction. Yeah, so I agree with that. So we will need to see what's going on. Not sure, Captain Cruz. I'm not sure if that's there's a question. What is your criteria for reversal swing failure pattern confirmation? I covered that. So it's like this will take quite a bit of time. So if that question is for me, then we can continue that in Discord after, because it would take quite a bit of time to explain this, and I kind of don't want to do it in the public, to be totally honest. Okay, learn from much from the past. Past is past. Great. No problem, and I hope you succeed more. This is why we're here. Yeah. Thank you for this message. Good morning. So yeah, a failed auction. So this about a failed auction. A failed auction above what? That's the problem. I need, for a failed auction or swing failure pattern, I need a clear level. So if we get a failed auction, that's great. But for the moment, it's like the failed auction. The only level that I do have right now for the failed auction is the high time frame point of control. And, that's the first level that I would like to see lost. So yeah, we need to see. And this from Captain Cruz, we need to continue this in Discord because that would take like way too long, like confirmation and reversal and stuff like this. But like I said, if you start to see the price losing levels, changing the market structure, and that could be a very, very good sign for a for a possible swing trade, right? For a swing trade, it's not, I mean, obviously it is important to get, and it looks good, and it's good for your ego to get that perfect entry. But other than that, confirmation is more important, right? Because you can get, let's say this is the top and you shorted this, but you have no confirmation. Confirmation comes once again from the price getting acceptance below this level. The first level that I would like to see, maybe this yearly will hold, maybe value area high here will hold. That we don't know, but yeah, we do have levels, and we need to check what's going on with those levels. Could someone send please me the invitation to Discord? We should have. There it is. So look, you can check the description, and there it is, right? The confirmation, the invitation link to Discord. Also, I forgot to mention about this. We still have, and this is the link. We still have the 2 weeks free trial, right? So you can use this link. You get acceptance. You get accepted to Discord, to the website. You have 2 weeks for free. And then if you want to continue, that's great. We are here to help. Also, you get 30% discount in the first month. So that's a very, very good offer. But, you find everything in the description, right? Or you can contact our support, and they will give you all the information about this. But again, the links are here. This is the Discord. This is Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and all the good stuff. Yeah, so this is about this. I do expect a swing fair pattern. That makes 2 of us. Yeah. Pump to 49, and it's over. It's over, like, because remember, as a trader, you can make money to the upside if you make money to the downside. So level to level. But yeah, swing fair pattern, failed auction, they are very, very good. Very, very good. That's why I kind of like to cover all scenarios, right? Like I said, this could be the top right now. Sure, this could be the top, but give me confirmation. Give me the price below this level, and I say, hey, this is the top. And maybe the price will move lower, and maybe then the price will take the entire liquidity, swing failure pattern or failed auction, and it's to the downside. Or maybe we'll push to 50K, to 55. We don't know. So I'm not here to say, hey, I know what's going to happen. No one knows what's going to happen, but it is important to have levels on the chart. That's the most important thing. We need to have levels on the chart. So, that is the story. Okay, so those are the questions. If you have more questions, drop them in here, and I'll do my best to answer. And again, if this Captain Cruz, will continue in Discord, because that's a bigger discussion. Or better yet, we can I can talk about this tomorrow in the premium Sitrep, because there we can go more like focused on a certain situation, on certain stuff. But here it will take way, way, way too long. Gold, right? Gold, the next asset, and like I said, this asset is very, very, very good, very, very good for trading. And I'm scalping this in my funded account with decent results, to be totally honest. I'm still learning. As every asset, this has some interesting patterns, which if you're not aware of that pattern, sometimes makes trading very, very, very hard. Makes trading very, very, very hard. So you need to know the patterns, you need to know the behavior for each asset that you're trading, right? But other than that, and you'll see with this technical analysis, the tools and everything, the TA is pretty much the same as I use on the Bitcoin chart, on EURUSD, the TA and the tools are pretty much the same. They work very well. The only thing, like I said, each asset has a certain patterns when it comes to, reversal, and you need to know those patterns. Other than that, it's all good, and there are money to be made on this chart, to be totally honest. Okay, let's start with what do we have here on the chart. First of all, let's start with our ranges, right? So This is the, let's say let's call it the high time frame range. I have a bigger one, but not important for the moment. So the story is like this. The price is still above value area high of this high time frame range. As long as this is holding as support, more upside is possible. Sounds familiar? Like here, value area high, value area low, it's all the same. Great. Now, we've seen this huge push to the upside when the triple top here was taken, major failed auction, and we've got this follow. And now the price is here consolidating. When I see this kind of section, this section of the chart, everything that's above value are high, obviously this has to be included. No. That is a new range for me. And this is the current range that we are trading. We're looking. And even within this range, so please allow me to hide the bigger range because I want to keep everything as simple and as clean as possible. Even within this range, we have value high, point of control, value area low. And each deviation from this, we've got follow, right? So very, very important. And for a swing trade, those are the areas where you want to pay attention, right? And here we had this. The price spent some time here above value high of this range, got acceptance, point of control, value area low, then the price once again got back to the point of control, trying to push to the upside. And this is one of the patterns that I'm talking about. This is a pattern, and you'll see what I'm talking about. We've got this trade, but without knowing exactly what you're doing, this is a kind of a harder trade to get. But we've got this one in a live trade. This was on Wednesday. Yeah, we have every week we do have a couple of live trading sessions, to be totally honest, where we trade Bitcoin, we trade gold, we trade euros. So there's, if you're into that, into like trading, again, 2 weeks for free, decent price, 30% discount in the first month. Yeah. You know what to do. But so consolidation, this, and now the price. And I was looking at this on Thursday, and I was looking on this on Friday, right? The price got acceptance once again below the point of control. So which one is the next important level to a downside? Obviously, value low. So this is a bigger level that I'm expecting. Yes, in between we could see stuff going on. We've seen this, like a double bottom here. That's why I don't like the double bottoms, because sooner or later the liquidity will be taken, and also the price build liquidity. We have stop losses here, and more stop losses here, right? Also, the price is building liquidity to the upside. Liquidity, some more stop losses. So, to the upside, to the downside. We can make money if the price goes to the upside. We can make money if the price goes to the downside. So we need to keep like a open mind about this. But other than that, and as long as this area is holding as resistance, right, I would expect more upside. And I remember very, very clear when the price was here, and my update was this: as long as the point of control is holding as support, more upside is possible. Very, very simple. So those are the rules. I don't make these rules. I just follow the rules. And I'm trying to make as much paper money as possible in this process. But this, not good. Back this here, not good. So now one would like to see more downside. So that would be the next area. And not only the next area, but like I said, the price on this asset loves to front run. And we have quite a bit of them. The hardest one to trade was actually this. We had a very, very, very small front run of this, the value area high, and also a very, very small front run of this daily, 2014. This daily, by the way, is still an untapped daily level. And same story we had here, right? Same story had here to the upside, where the price, we had value area high, weekly 2049, and also, if I remember correctly, this golden pocket. a very, very, very small front run of this golden pocket, right? So without, if you don't know the pattern, how this asset behaves, it's not that you cannot get involved. Yes, sure, you can get involved, but if you want to get that sharp entry, you need to know your levels, right? So we had this and we had this. Now, like I said, we do have levels in between. When the price actually lost the point of control here, next level to the upside 2029, right? And if we move to lower time frame, right, something like this, let's see the range, the local range. Great. So the price after this small front run here started to push, kind of claiming this, push to the upside, small front run, and then was this, boom, 2029 to the upside, then this, and this is what happened on Thursday and continuing on Friday. So the price trying once again to claim the point of control. This swing failure pattern was very, very nice. So out of nowhere, boom, the price pushing to the outside, taking the local liquidity, not all the liquidity. I mean, given this, and that would be the much better trade, but sometimes you need to trade with the levels that you do have on the chart, what the price action is giving you. And this small bounce, and you can see, why do we have these levels? Yes, they are tap levels, but this daily 2024, right? Price was trying rejection. Price was trying rejection. And now the price is once again, let me see if I have this one. No, I don't have this one marked, but we can mark it. Like, this is the liquidity that we do have in this area, right? So this is the local liquidity. So one would expect this liquidity to be taken, right? Could be right now, could be, but one would expect this liquidity to be taken. And we need to see if here do we get a swing failure pattern or not. Swing failure pattern, great. If we start to see the price pushing, I would like to see this daily levels loss 2021, and then the bigger resistance 2024. If that's the case, great, I can create a case for more upside. But if no swing failure pattern here, then what do we have? We still have this weekly. This is a tap weekly, but still a weekly level, right? Tap weekly 2018. And then most important, we get back to this area, value area low, and this daily level, still an untapped daily level. You can see the small front run here, 2014. So this is a very, very, very important area, right? So why is this important? So again, we need to get back on a higher time frame. Let's hide the horizontals. Let's keep the chart as clean as possible, because if this area would be lost, this is not only the value area low of this local range, but also it is value area high of the bigger range. And if this is the story, and if the price gets acceptance back into below value high 2009 right now, if the price gets acceptance below this level, then it opens the possibility for much lower. It opens the possibility for the point of control of this range. 1926, again, give or take, is an area. And we do have liquidity, 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 and more liquidity, meaning stop losses, right? That's why this area is so important, because imagine, and if I hide this, what do you see here? Like I said, all deviations from the value area of this range, and this could be potentially seen as a deviation. All deviations, we've got follow through, follow through, follow through. We can get follow through here as well, right? So this is why, this is very, very, very important. So the bulls needs to defend this like crazy. Below, clear weakness. High time frame, like very, very high time frame, failed auction, right? But boom, follow through, follow through. And also, let's see if I still have no, this one. see this one. This one is still here. I need to pull this once again. I think I deleted it. We had on a high time frame, we had the backtest of the golden pocket here. This golden pocket comes here. And if this level will be lost, then again, could be to the downside. So very, very, very important. Then what do we have? We do have the other golden pocket, pull from here to here, which is again on the point of control. Obviously, in between we could, could have levels like right now. This is kind of once again the golden pocket, right? Additional confluence for this area, but it was tapped here, was tapped here, was tapped here. So I'm not sure this is going to actually to hold. But for a high time frame, if this level will be lost, then this comes into play. And who knows what is going to happen here. But this is important. This is important. Let's see what horizontals do we have in between. Okay, so this is tapped. This monthly is tapped. We do have an untapped daily here, 1979. So the 2 monthly are tapped. Maybe they will give a reaction, maybe not. And then we do have untapped weekly, 1938, untapped daily, 1920. But you see, we need to see. We need to see what's going on. But like I said, if the price gets acceptance back into the value of this range, then it's to the downside. At least opens the possibility for more downside. Doesn't mean it will go there in like 1 day or 2 days. No, it could take a month. But let's pay attention to this. So this is the kind of the high time frame. If this holds once again, then we do have the local range, and we can continue to, sorry, not this, but this. We can continue to trade this. So let's say the price moves once again to this area, or maybe below. The price gets acceptance back into the area. If it moves below, then we do have point of control, value are high, possibly high. That's why these areas are very, very important. So I'm very, very interested about what will happen here if we get a failed auction or a swing failure pattern here, or if we get more downside. This is that. No, that is very, very, very important. Very, very important right now. And if no swing failure pattern here, then the only thing standing in between is this weekly, that it is tapped, and then we do have this area. So that should be the next area to the downside. We need to see and check what's going on. But high time frame, the bulls need to show some strength, needs to hold this area. If not this one, then this one, because below we talk about weakness. Scalps, day trades, always, like I said, swing failure pattern here, and one would look to trade this at least to the daily. And I know one would say, yeah, but it's not enough space. This is for scalps. Yeah, maybe there's not enough space. But I would say there is a very good chance to see the daily, and that gives the possibility of a very, very nice scalp. Possible higher, why not? But we need to pay attention, check what's going on, because for the moment, and if I'm not mistaken, this is also pulling back euro. So they usually goes together, and inverse correlation with the XY, with the dollar. So that is also something that we need to pay attention. But other than that, like I said, very important levels. This one, weekly, could get a reaction. And other than that is, once again, value or low plus this daily. Below, weakness, and it opens the possibility for much, much lower prices. But again, level to level, there's no need to worry. You can make money to the upside, to the downside, and we need to see what's going on with this chart. I'm going to check once again for more Bitcoin coverage, please. I think it is towards the beginning of the stream. You have like 40 minutes of Bitcoin. And if you like to go more in depth, then you can join Discord, you have 2 weeks for free, so we can talk more there. My pleasure. So this was about the Discord link. Okay, so if no more questions, let's move to the let's see what Bitcoin is doing. Like, so still in this area, not much. Like I said, this is the local SNR flip level, right? So you see resistance, resistance, still resistance, claim support, and it is still support. Next level to the downside, high time frame point of control, 47 200. Next level to the upside, the high 49,055. Check the reaction here, check the reaction here. Swing failure pattern, fade auction, you trade. Hold as support, scalp, why not? Below, weakness opens the possibility for yearly, monthly, value are high. Very, very simple stuff. Okay. Euro, right? Basically, just a range. This section of the chart, basically, this is just a range. Very nice range. Lots of trades to be taken, swings, scalps, day trades, but overall, it's still a range. And because we talk about ranges, not this one, that's important too, but not for the moment. We do have our ranges, right? So let's see, what do we have? Like this one, right? Not too much information that we can see. Oops, sorry. We had reaction from the value low, small front run of the point of control. Great. This doesn't give me information. I mean, it's range, not much. Then we move to the lower time frame. So basically, since the price claimed value low, and you can see how backtest. So this is clear support, right? And basically, since the price claimed value low, and as long as this holds value low, hold as support, that's a range. So this is the current range that we do have. And this range gives us information, right? So what information do we have within this range? Well, the price. Once again, let's hide this and let's hide this. Let's keep only this one. Again, we talk about deviations from this range. Deviation, follow through, deviation, follow through. Same story to the upside, to the downside, follow through. So the best trading opportunities are given by these deviations from the range itself or from the value area of the range. That's one thing to take into consideration. So the price got acceptance back into the value of this range, losing value high, then is point of control. Backtest, boom, point of control. Consolidation, resistance, point of control, then is to the downside. To the downside where the price, let me see if I still have that. Price takes the low, swing failure pattern, great. And the push to the upside. However, the next important level to the upside is point of control. And the price is not able, at least for the moment, to push to that. So this if we check the market structure here, it's like this. And, I don't have a very good pivot low here. Let's use this one, and it's this, and it's this, and it's this, and it's this. So perfect bearish market structure, and this is still a lower high. Especially if we get a lower low, that's continuation in market structure. So for the moment, on a daily time frame, the price is not able to change too much, right? It's not able to change too much. So the next time the price will hit this level, if we'll hit this level, we need to pay attention, because the first touch swing failure pattern, great. And that, don't get me wrong, that was a very, very nice push. That was a very, very nice push to the upside. However, the next time if the price will move once again to this area, maybe we'll see another swing failure pattern and another push, but maybe we'll see lower. So it doesn't give me the same, I don't have the same confidence, right? No problem. To the downside, we do have value low. So that is not a problem, but within this range, right, we do have point of control, value high, value low, and this liquidity here. Liquidity taken, great. But now we need to see. Let's see what else. Horizontals, right? So what do we have? we have point of control, untapped daily level. Great. So that's a good level. These levels are tapped. I'm still keeping them here. But for the moment, maybe you see a reaction. Maybe yes, maybe not. Who knows? But for the moment, right? We've got this small front. So not much to work with. To the downside, we still have this weekly level tapped, but it's still there. And also to the downside, we do have this two important levels in my opinion, and that would be this yearly, and that's 1.0739, and this weekly 1.6847. Those are important levels. Let me see if I can find some. Okay, I knew I had something here. And also we do have the local golden pocket, because this was a swing failure pattern. Great. But it was also a small front run, the yearly, small front run of the golden pocket. So the next time, if the price manages to push to the downside, then I would like to see yearly or 618 somewhere in this area, right? So that would be a very, very nice trade. And then if the price manages, so let's say the price will do something like this, losing this weekly doesn't mean that it has happened today, maybe it'll take a couple of days, but just to have levels on the chart. If the price goes here, that would be so much nicer to get yearly, right? Small bounce, and then the price get acceptance above this level, which was support. It could potentially be flipped, but if it is claimed, then it's once again to the upside, and then we need to check the market structure. The other option, price goes here, this level acts as resistance, and then we start to see this, and then once again it's to the downside. So you never know what's going to happen, but you do have your levels, you do have your confluences, and you need to check the reaction when the price moves to that area, right? So that would be very, very important to the downside, right? And other than that, so it's yearly, weekly, 7-1, and then value area low. Value area low here. And, below, that would be major weakness. But technically, for more upside, or at least for a bounce, I don't want to see this yearly lost and the local golden pocket in this, because then would be value area low, and then we get back to the older levels here. So yeah, we need to pay attention. On a more local, let's see what else do we have. Let's see what else do I have for you here. Let's see these trend lines. What are they here? Oh, okay, now I get this. So basically this is one trading idea that is based on this, was very good support, very nice resistance, some deviation back, and now we need to see, it's like, okay, something, just an idea to have on your charts. What else? This is locally, so this is not very, very interesting on this is more for scalpers, right? For day traders. But other than that, yes, I would say this is important, plus the yearly and golden pocket. So that would be the next level to the next major, because the price could very well stop to the weekly or to this daily and so on. But the next major level to the downside should be yearly and 618. That's the level that the bulls needs to defend. And if this holds, and the price gets acceptance above this level, right? So kind of a swing failure pattern or failed auction, then once again it opens the possibility for the point of control, right? We need to see, and always we need to check what the XY is doing, because they are inverse correlate, right? But for the moment, it looks like a rejection here, right? This one is also, gold is also here. So we need to pay attention to what's going on. So yeah, very, very, very interesting week ahead, right? Very, very interesting week ahead. Levels to the upside, levels to the downside. So let's pay attention and let's see what's going on. Bitcoin doing nothing. Yeah, I guess that those are the levels. I don't feel the necessity to add too many levels. I want to keep everything as clean and as clear as possible. So yeah, let's see what this week will bring. Yeah, Paul is here. SDS Victor is here. So we have the entire team here. Yeah. So yeah, that would be all. Again, if you like the content, subscribe, share, like our content. It will not cost you anything, but it will help us to continue with this project. We still have the 2 weeks for free, no questions asked. You can cancel at any point in time. You can pretty much see what we do in Discord, and if you decide to continue, then we're more than happy to help you with your journey. But 2 weeks for free. I see no reason not to take advantage of this campaign that we have. And yeah, let's see what this week will bring. I'm very exciting, especially because this very important levels, but also gold. This is very, very important. Let's see if we get this, or if we get more downsides. This is very, very, very important. Yeah, let's see what this week will bring. Thank you for joining. Hopefully this stream gave you some levels, maybe some clarity. Now you're prepared for the week ahead. And yeah, that'll be all. Again, thank you for joining, and I'll see you all in Discord after this stream to continue trading. Until then, thank you for everything. Cheers and bye-bye.